So, I tried recording this video once already, but then I got hungry and I couldn't keep focused, so I stopped and I went to go get food. So, that's what happened with that. Anyway, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I already went through, like, the first three questions. So, yeah. Now, could I have just stopped it and then came back and then continued? I could, but I didn't feel like it, and I don't want to edit. I also don't care. So, yeah, that's what that is. Anyway, okay. Anyway, what this is I took a bunch of debate questions off the internet, like questions that people, well, I guess questions that people want to be asked at the debates. And I'm going to answer them. Now, I don't know if people have asked, again, like I said, like all the others, I don't read these. I just find them and then this is the first time I'm seeing them. So if any of these questions ask about a person or a place or a thing that happened, then I don't know what it is, because I keep up with the very minimum of politics because it's really boring. So, yeah. That is pretty much it. If you have any questions that you want asked or know where the others are at, yeah, put them in the comments or tweet them. I don't know why I drifted off there. Anyway, I'm gonna answer the questions now. First question: do you think every person in the U.S. should be able to access abortion care no matter where they live or the money they make? And if the answer is yes, how do you plan to advance access for everyone? And again, I already said yes. Well, I've said yes before because other people have asked this question, and I don't care what people do. I mean, we're overcrowded enough as it is, and again, there are other reasons: health. You can't raise a child. You don't want to raise a child. I don't care. I think everyone should be able to get access to abortion care if they want. And as far as the how to advance access for it, I mean, doesn't that just mean like opening up like more places instead of closing them all down? Also, there should be, well, I think there already might be. I think people might just be ignoring it. I don't know. But they should also try to give them the same type of protective rights that like hospitals have, like doctors' offices, or maybe dentists. I don't know. Maybe dentists have this place too. But yeah, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, it yeah, I don't, yeah. Next question. What will you do to make sure that all families have access to affordable, high quality childcare? And I'm pretty sure that there should be some type of limit on what type of insurance businesses are allowed to give to their employees. Because, and I think there is, but I also think that there are also other like corners that they cut in order to make it more affordable to them, which is absolute garbage. So, why does this lighting look so weird? You know what? I'm gonna ignore it. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Anyway, oh, is it the backlight? God, it's just like always. The sunlight is screwing with my life. This is why I hate the day. Anyway, screw it. Anyway, yeah, I just, there should be like there should be more of a regulation on the type of insurance that businesses are allowed to give their employees, especially when it comes to childcare. That's how I feel about that. What will you do to address sexual harassment and make workplaces safe and fair for all workers? I mean, I don't really know how I would. What would I do to address sexual harassment? Because sexual harassment is such a. Because, like, no one in charge wants to talk about it. And I'm almost fairly certain that's because they've all done it. And they know that if they do something about it, then that means they might get in trouble. It's like this. It's like the weirdest thing that everyone. Well, not everyone. Almost everyone just decides to ignore. Because it's always an issue until it comes to them. I mean, and as far. What do you do to it? And make workplaces safe and fair for all work. I feel like there should just be less of a stigma on people who report stuff like that, because I get that there's this whole fear about people, being lied on about stuff like that, but well, one, is happening anyway, and two, that could be done with anything. It just seems like people actively try to ignore it. And so then when they're told about it, they just tell you to just, like, I don't know, sweep it under the rug or just kind of ignore it this one time. And it's weird. I don't really get it. But then again, I don't really get sexual harassment either. I don't really understand why you would go out of your way to, like, do that to people. Because, like, even, like, just, like, because it's not even always about, like, assaulting people. It's just, like, people have, like, no chill with stuff. Like, once they, I don't know, they're weird. You're all weird. And, like, I get it, like, when you're comfortable in your workplace with, like, your group, you, like, start talking about random stuff, but, like, there were other people there, and I don't know, that's what like, not being, that's what off work is about. But then again, I don't think people should just be in an office all the time either, so I don't really know. I mean, if anything, my idea to keep workplaces safe is, like, getting rid of 80% of them, giving people laptops and telling them they can work from home. So, what the hell do I know? Let's see. The next set of questions I apparently got from CBS News. I don't know from where on CBS News, I just wrote CBS News. Anyway, let's see. Was that BDs? Oh, someone wants to know how candidates would prevent pharmaceutical companies from driving up the cost of life-saving drugs. I think that should just be illegal, right? I mean, because, like, there's inflation, and then there's, like, rocket inflation. Like, I don't really know how people were allowed to get away with that. I just think that should just be illegal. And also, I also think, like, the prices that are already in place should just be, like, drastically cut. Because it's, like, the most ridiculous thing, and I don't even know the point. Well, I know what the point of it is, but it seems like such a pointless thing. I mean, I just think that, like, just pass a bill that could either, well, that actually, not even either, it should make it illegal, and should also drastically cut the price of, well, not even just life-saving drugs, but, like, all drugs, because they're all, like, wildly overpriced. Let's see. And someone said the U.S. is predicted to have a shortage of 120,000 doctors by 2030. they wanted to ask candidates, how do we prepare to care for our citizens in the coming future? Wow, 120,000. That's ridiculous. And man, I guess technically what we should do in order, because it's weird. I don't know with all this money. Well, no, the money's going to the pharmaceutical companies, but I feel like it's all like in a chain, a domino chain, because people can't afford to go to these places, so they don't. And then, so people can't like pay all these over the top prices, exorbitant prices for everything else, and that's why there also a shortage of doctors. I I obviously don't know if this is actually true, but I feel like if we fix the healthcare system, my camera's moving weird. If we fix the healthcare system, it should just like, I don't know, balance out the landscape. And if that happens, then, presumably more people will want to be doctors or just work in healthcare in general. So, then again, maybe I'm wrong, but the people who are in charge don't know what they're doing either, so who cares? Let's see. The next question is someone. Also, these people have like names, but I don't know if I can use them or not, so I'm just saying like someone. Someone from Dublin, Ohio has a friend whose parents are being deported in 2 years because of President Trump's immigration policies. So they want to know what candidates can do to help his friend's parents and undo the past. Well, again, me personally, I don't think I can do anything because this will already have been over, which is a negative outlook on it, but there's nothing I can do about that. But as far as answering it within this time frame, I don't know if it can necessarily be canceled. Because I think all of those, like all of the immigration things should be canceled. Because, well, one, they're not even like really working properly. They're kind of just all over the place. I mean, if people are so in their own heads about it, then they could at least do it right, because I'm fine with, screwing up the entire country based on your own misinformation, but at least do it properly, because otherwise it's just sad. And yeah, it just seems weird because it's like not even being done in a way that can be passed off as positive. It's just like really overly aggressive because no one wants to put in. No one, well, they don't care in general. Plenty of people care. But they're all just so stuck on their own, like, internal logic. But I mean, I guess at this point, the only thing you could really do is fix the immigration policy as a whole. So before the deportation is done. I don't know. You can just like retroactively fix it. You have to retroactively fix it because at this point the paperwork's already going through, and we all know that it literally means that that's in the wind. So, yeah. Let's see. Next person is a DACA recipient and a medical student. He said he was not able to immediately attend medical school due to his legal status as an undocumented immigrant. I get it. It's like such a pointless thing though at this point, right? Because like, because they're not even being like, because these kids aren't even being like deported. They're just sitting around. If anything, stopping DACA made more of a point as to why they shouldn't have than anything. So at that point, I just think you should reinstate DACA. Technically, you should make a better program to just get them all enlisted as, citizens, period. But clearly, that's not going to happen. So, take what you can get, I guess. It's already been, yeah, it's just. Alright, well, that's the last. Where's my mouse? Okay, that's the last one until, well, the next one, whenever that's going to be. So, later.